Good evening, everyone, and welcome to week number 9 of the high school football season. Tonight, Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. We take the show on the road. I had a far drive here, Coach, but we are in the Hazelton area tonight. It's homecoming, it's the pink out, and most importantly, two teams going in different directions with one common goal, both trying to get ready for the playoffs tonight.
Correct. Hazleton comes in tonight after a big win at Valley West last week, riding their ship. They're currently seated 6th, I believe, out of 8 teams in the sub-region for the 6A playoffs. Williamsport didn't have a very good showing last week at Wilkes-Barre area. They are 9th. So trending, non-trending, whichever, both teams vying for a playoff spot. Hazleton's in for the most part with a win tonight. It's just a matter of where they're going to be, and a possibility outside shot at a home game. Williamsport maybe can sneak in. They're going to need help. They're going to have to win tonight.
Well, it all starts tonight. As you said, Hazelton last week, a 43-7 win over Wyoming Valley West. Connor Shamani, Matthew Casadas both had an interception in that game, and both scored 2 touchdowns, Coach. You talk about big playmakers for Hazelton.
Well, they're big playmakers, and they've been big playmakers for a couple of years. You're talking about elite athletes. They've been in this system for a long time for Coach Bookman in the 3 years he's been here. They're seasoned vets. Big players make big plays at big times. Tonight's a big time.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about a defensive big player. We talked about this in our production meeting. Quavon Miner, 10 tackles last week against Wyoming Valley West. 1 sack. He has 3 sacks on the year, but, Coach, 89 tackles.
Well, Quavon's having himself an exceptional year, averaging double-digit tackles per game. Not only that, but through the course of the season so far, he's gotten himself sacks, fumble recoveries, interceptions, along with numerous tackles for losses. He's somebody to keep an eye on tonight, a definite disruptor and difference maker for Hazelton defensively. And again, you got Shamani in the back and Casadas in the back and the secondary, causing havoc defensively as well.
You talked about Casadas leads that secondary, 4 interceptions, 2 of them returned for touchdowns. He also has, I know, a punt return for a touchdown, and he might have another special teams score also. The quarterback, Tyler Wolf, he's a senior now. You talk about efficient. 100 for 155, 1,648 yards, 20 touchdowns, 7 picks, even has a touchdown on the ground, Coach.
He does, and let's be honest, he's what makes the Hazelton offense go, and most quarterbacks do in systems such as this where you're spraying the field and throwing the ball quite a bit. However, there's more to Hazelton's potent offense. By the way, 40-plus points in 5 out of their 8 games so far this year, if I'm correct. They also got a pretty good running back.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt Bookman, number 1. He's a senior now. 761 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, Coach, we're going to talk about this in a little bit. The Hazelton backs like to catch the ball out of the backfield. We never see that in high school ball very much. Bookman with 13 receptions. Ryan Mattias, 18 receptions. They catch a lot of balls out of the backfield, and that opens up the field for Shamani and Matt Casadas on the deep patterns.
Absolutely. Coach Bookman does a wonderful job with his offensive system, and they're going to get you one way or another. You're not putting those types of points up and those types of numbers up if you don't have a system that, number 1, you have to have the talent to do it, and number 2, the kids have to be very, very comfortable in what they're doing, and they obviously are.
And also sprinkle in number 28, Connor Kundrat, another unsung hero on this team. But Connor Shamani and Matt Casadas receiving 33 catches for Shamani, 25 for Casadas, who's missed a couple games, well over 1,000 yards. You told me over 500 in the last couple games.
Last 2 games.
Between them, 9 touchdowns. Shamani with 6, Casadas with 3.
Gives you nightmares as a defensive coordinator trying, and you can't take everything away. What you have to hope for is that there's 1 or 2 of them that are off, just having a bad night. You got to pressure Wolf. Williamsport's had a hard time doing that this year, so we're going to see how it floats and how it goes.
Well, hey, let's talk a little bit about the Millionaires. Coach Pearson, 3-5. Things haven't been going their way. They lost to Wilkes-Barre, as we said, 46-14. They were limited to 35 yards rushing last week, Coach. You're not going to win many games rushing for only 35 yards.
Well, the Achilles heel for the Millionaires this year, as everybody knows, is their offensive line. A little bit better defensively up front, but they lost basically everybody. So it's a rebuilding project. The kids, and what you would expect from a young offensive line, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. Unfortunately for Coach Pearson last week, they weren't up very much, and Wilkes-Barre took it to them pretty good. The game wasn't close. as Williamsport scored late a couple times. Wilkes-Barre handled them.
Well, let's talk about Nasir Hennigan. He is out tonight, Coach. I'm going to ask you, how do you replace 905 yards and 15 touchdowns? He will not play tonight.
Well, you replace him with the committee, and we'll see a slew of different people in there tonight. And talking with Coach Pearson a little bit earlier, Alonzo Rice possibly, and a couple of others that have carried. Burks has carried the ball a little bit, but you just don't replace that type of running back. I'm sure they got some people that can fill in, but they're not going to be able to do what Hennigan's been able to do. Right. He's exceptional.
Right, and they got George Whaley at quarterback and coach. He's played just about everywhere. I say it all the time. He's probably the best athlete on the team. He's played quarterback, running back, and receiver. He's played everywhere.
Well, he has, and they're going to need to call on him tonight to make some plays.
They got two good receivers, Harden and Slaughter. They like to stretch the field. Let's send it up. Cougars and the Millionaires coming up top of the hour. WebbWeeklyLive.com, powered by PA Sports Live.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And Lyle doesn't always drive a Chevy truck, but when he does want a Chevy, he knows to go to BlazeAlexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, BlazeAlexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at BlazeAlexander.com. Hi, Blaze and Lyle here. And with all the luxury SUVs on the market, Lyle doesn't always drive a Grand Cherokee. But when he does choose to drive one, he knows to look on BlazeAlexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, BlazeAlexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at BlazeAlexander.com.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transitional sprints, all ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
Table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
With so many great vehicles to choose from, Lyle, the most interesting dog in the world, doesn't always drive a Toyota, but when he does, he goes to BlazeAlexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, BlazeAlexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at BlazeAlexander.com.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
Hi, Blaze and Lyle here, and with all the interesting SUVs out there, Lyle doesn't always choose to drive a Kia, but when he does, he knows to find it on BlazeAlexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, BlazeAlexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
With so many great vehicles to choose from, Lyle, the most interesting dog in the world, doesn't always drive a Toyota, but when he does, he goes to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harmon Guy Stadium. We are on WebbWeekly Live. We are also on the Hazelton Area School District YouTube channel. Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Zalonis, as Welcome to the Jungle, blaring over the speakers here. We just had a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by a young lady down there. Coach, the game is here. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. The lights are flickering, and the hair is standing up on my arms.
I'll tell you, the goosebumps still haven't gone down from my arms yet. That may have been the best rendition of a national anthem I've heard in all the years I've been a part of high school football and college football. She was fantastic.
Absolutely.
So hats off to that young lady. We tried to get her name, but wow, she's got a future.
Well, I'll tell you what, the captains are coming out. Coach, game with playoff implications here tonight for Williamsport. They need to keep their hopes alive. For Hazleton, a victory here, and they're in.
Absolutely. You know, we talked earlier about how for Hazleton, really, you know, they need to win one of their last two, and then it's going to come down to getting some help. If the season ended right now, they would go to Northampton to play the Concrete Kids, who are undefeated. So, you know, they're going to need some help possibly to get a home game. But all of that gets flushed down the toilet if they don't take care of business tonight, and then next week in another home game versus a rival Berwick.
Yep, and the officials are out in the field. Captains are out there. We are set to get underway here from Harmon Guy Stadium. A gorgeous night for football and a gorgeous night here. Fans filing still in through the gates.
Nice crisp October evening. You see the Cougars.
The dog days of summer are past us now, and we're into the boys of fall.
Well, you know how I feel about this weather. This is my favorite time of year personally. Nice and crisp. You see your breath just a bit, but not so cold that it's menacing.
And we are just about set to get underway here. As the starting lineups are being read, and I believe Williamsport is going to receive, Coach.
Well, they're going to get a chance to take care of business right off the bat. We didn't get a chance to do our keys to the game, but a big one, in this guy's opinion, is going to be if they can keep the ball out of that potent Hazelton offense's hands, and Tyler Wolf navigates that offense that has just been dynamic for going on the better part of 2 seasons.
Yeah, and absolutely. You said they've scored 40 points in numerous games this season.
5 games.
And I did the North Pocono game here early in the season, and the offense was absolutely electric. And Williamsport, going to see some new faces in here for Williamsport. Is a little bit of the injury bug going around. Yasir Slaughter is back deep along with Jameer Harden for the Millionaires. And Matthew Casadas in relief kicking duty now for the Cougars. He is going to kick it away. As the referee signals the ball. And away we go here from Harmon Geist, fielded by one of the upbacks.
That's Dominic Diabelco, who pretty much caught it and fell down. Great field position for the Millionaires to start the game at the 35-yard line. For Mike Pearson's Millionaires in their white jerseys and black pants tonight. Up front, Maki Johnson, Waylon Dauber at left guard, Blake Butler the center. The right guard will be Glenn Oakley. Right tackle, freshman Brady Neenan. Quarterback George Whaley. Running backs would be Narik Burks, Deacon Brown, Samaje Hale possibly, Bradshaw, Harden number 3, Niger Dixon, and number 11 Yazir Slaughter at wideouts.
Millionaires coming out, trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's a pass out of the backfield. That is Harden. Harden trying to get the ball in space, and out he goes about the 36-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain on the play. Good defense by the Cougars.
Connor Kundrat was right on the spot to make sure that that pass didn't turn into any yards after the catch. And one of the things you may see Williamsport do tonight is take a page from Hazelton's book and throw to the backs a little bit more, even putting a receiver in the backfield at that point in time. And they're going to use that as their rush game because, as we had mentioned, the Millionaires a little bit lean on the offensive and defensive line.
Coach, that was Williamson that took that snap. Now Whaley into the ballgame. That's my mistake. He has Moses to his right, trips to the top of your screen. Bottom of your screen is Klein. Back to pass Whaley. Whaley steps up, puts it on his hip. Throws downfield's got a man is Slaughter, and in and out of his hands as he juggled it. Matthew Bookman on the coverage. He simply ran out of real estate.
Yeah, and Slaughter did a nice job of running himself open after Whaley was able to elude the rush from Hazleton. And Hazleton better keep him in the pocket. Easier said than done. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Matt Bookman's Hazleton Cougar defense. Up front, Peter Youngcourt at one end, Maximo Tacona, Robert Anderson, the 2 down tackles, Brady Mazenko at the other defensive end spot. Inside linebackers, Kayvon Minor, Ryan Matchis. Outside backers, Connor Kundrat and Kevin Guzman. Secondary, Shamani, Kusadis, and Bookman.
Trips to the near side of your field here. Back to pass Whaley on 3rd down. A little screen pass. That is Dixon in space, and he is going to be short of the 1st down. And, well, they might give it to him here. Good spot. And that is going to be a 1st down. From my vantage point, it looked like he was a little short. But my eagle-eye partner pointed it out. He was a 1st down.
Cougars sent Kayvon Minor on a stunt. He just missed getting to Whaley. He was able to complete the pass. And, you know, with the collection of athletes on both sides of the ball tonight, you're going to have to make short tackles because those short passes can end up being 15, 20-yard gains.
Caden Holt now flanked out. Usually a tight end, now out at wide receiver. Flanked out 4 wide for the Millionaires. Back to pass, throws, passes incomplete. In and out of the hands of Dixon out of the 50-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Coach, simple pattern, just turned around and stopped.
Yeah, he just ran to a spot. And a lot of teams simply, Paul, call that. They'll just call a spot. And that's going to tell the receiver he's going to diagnose whether he's got man coverage or zone coverage. That was a zone coverage by the Cougars. He just turned around in the spot. Should have caught the ball.
2nd down and 10, 10:31 to go in the opening quarter. Opening drive of the game for the Millionaires. And now a 3 wide set here for the Millionaires. 2 backs as to Whaley's left and right. Whaley from the shotgun. Inside handoff. And that is Moses, the ball carrier.
Yeah, and he's swallowed up by the interior of the Hazleton line. A couple Cougars getting up off the pile.
Yeah, Moses, most of the year when we saw Moses run the ball, they're running him around the end. They're trying to get him to the corner.
And that was Brady Mazanko, the junior, in on the stop. So we got 3rd down and 9. First big 3rd down for the Millionaires. We'll see if Hazleton can get him off the field. Williamsport controlling the ball so far in this opening drive.
Ball up at the 47-yard line. Line to gain will be the 44 of the Cougars. Once again, trips. 3 receivers set, and we have movement there.
Yeah, Williamsport's left tackle, I believe, moved. Maki Johnson, 5'11", 195-pound junior.
And that's going to cost him 5. And Whaley, you don't want to be behind the sticks with Whaley, especially if he can run the ball there. So 3rd down and 14. 3 receivers set for the Millionaires. And Whaley back to pass. A little screen pass and overshot everybody. It's going to be 4th down.
Well,
as he was trying to get the ball to Alonzo or Moses.
Correct, and they had it set up. They had the whole left side of the field open, and George just got a little bit too quick with his footwork and overthrew it, and Hazleton caught a bit of a break now as they're going to get ready for their opening series. And
Connor Poole on to kick it away.
And if you haven't seen this young man punt, you're in for a treat. He's got a very active leg.
Casadas and Bookman back deep for the Cougars, about their 24-yard line. Poole to kick it away, and a high end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 25-yard line, and that's where Tyler Wolf will take over with this Cougar offense. What do you got, Rich?
Well, for the Hazleton Cougars, led by third-year coach Matt Bookman up front, Brian Calcano, Juan Fabian, Michael Ward, the center, Sam Poro at right guard, John Valdez, the right tackle, a senior, 6'4", 225. At quarterback, Tyler Wolf. Running back, Matthew Bookman. Running back, Connor Kundrat. And Ryan Matchis will also either be a running back or a wide receiver. Connor Shamani, Matthew Casadas, Alex Pangrazzi. Round out the potent Hazleton offense, Paul Bowe.
Wolf's going to go from the pistol here. In motion is Casadas. Lone setback is Bookman. Pass is caught by Casadas at the 25. Turns it up 30. He can motor. 35-40 across midfield. 45 cuts it back to the 40. Spins his way down to the 32-yard line.
And you can see why he's so dynamic. So Hazleton did exactly what Williamsport did the first play. They had the ball. The difference is Williamsport didn't make the tackle. When you don't make the tackle against these dynamic athletes, that's what happens. You take a 5-yard pass and turn it into a 35-yard gain. Please forgive me if I said the wrong. Bookman is the head coach. It's Dennis Bookman in his 3rd year at his alma mater as the head coach of the Cougars.
1st down and 10, 9:12 to go in the first quarter. And Wolf from the pistol again. Here's a pitch to Casadas again. Coming to the left side, and Nyreek Burks is there to greet him. Nothing doing.
Oh, very well played by Williamsport. As you said, Burks was right there. So was Bryson Delker, a 5'10", 275-pound defensive lineman for the Millionaires.
Cougars now behind the sticks. 2nd down and 14 as the ball is back to the Millionaire 38-yard line. 8:32 to go in the quarter. First drive for the Cougars. Wolf again from the pistol. Casadas in motion. And Wolf rolling to his right. Rolling, stops. Puts it on his hip. Throws. Passes. Caught. Down to Mattias. Kundrat, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Kundrat who drug all the way across the field. And Wolf's athletic ability was on display on that play as he avoided a potential sack. Bought some time, and Hazleton's receivers are very well schooled on what to do when the quarterback breaks the pocket.
It's going to be a 1st down on the 13-yard line. Connor Kundrat with that catch. Another 1st down for the Cougars.
Well, 2 plays, Paul, and they're already deep inside Williamsport territory.
Ball at the 12-yard line. Kundrat now bottom of your screen. Here's a handoff. And Bookman twisting and turning. Maybe gained a yard on the play. Going to be 2nd down.
Anything he did gain was based off of an excellent physical effort because there was nowhere to go. He was able to get 1.5 yards to 2 yards on effort.
2nd down and 7. They're going to give him 3. And 7:22 to go in the first quarter. Clock moving. Cougars spreading the field again. In motion is Casadas. Wolf back to pass. Steps up. Tucks it, going to take off. Down at a 5 he goes where he is. Hemmed in there. I couldn't see the number there. I think it was Rice.
Deacon Brown, I believe, 28. Paul was
28.
in to make the stop. Again, veteran move. You're talking about a cool customer under center. Senior didn't like what he saw, was very patient, was able to get positive yardage. Very manageable 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars. And with the kicking situation, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Bookman decides to make this 2 downs.
Yeah, absolutely. And
because they still can get the first.
3rd down and 3 now, 6:15 to go. 2 receivers to the near side. And Wolf hands off the Bookman, straight up the middle and down to shoot he goes. Close to a 1st down. Down about the 2-yard line.
I believe he's got it. Although he was tackled kind of funky there. His knee went down first, but I believe he was past the yard to gain, Paul.
I mean, 1st and goal for the Cougars at the 3-yard line. 5:55 on the scoreboard.
And if you're Coach Bookman, this is exactly what you want. You want to start fast. Williamsport does not play well on the road. At least they haven't so far this year. So you want to get them down right off the bat and keep them down.
1st and goal for the Cougars. In motion is Casadas. And now Bookman up the middle and into the end zone he goes.
It's an inside dive, and there was nobody home for Williamsport. Well blocked up front by the Cougars, and they're going to stroll out to a 6-0 lead with 5:26 left to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, the line made it look easy on that drive there.
Well, I don't see anybody strolling out to kick the extra point, so it looks like they're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2. Casadas has been doing the kicking as Coleman has been injured.
He walked, I believe it was him that walked by us on the field, and he did not look like a happy camper. Obviously wishes he could be playing. If that's who it was, I believe it was Xander.
Wolf rolling out, throws, passes, caught in for the 2-point conversion. Is Matty.
And the Cougars find themselves up 8-0.
We have a couple announcements to make here for the Hazelton Area School District.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original.
All right, here, welcome back here. Cougars get on the board. Matt Bookman runs it in. And the point after was good. And another squib kick there. And the Millionaires once again with good field position. Up at the 45-yard line. And George Whaley will have his 2nd drive here for the Millionaires.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're Williamsport, you can't complain about your starting field position for the first 2 drives of this game. 35 and now the 45-yard line. And as we can see by the 2 kickoffs, it's evident that Hazleton gets their kicker back.
They're going to go 4 wide for the Millionaires. And that's Williamson in the quarterback. From the gun. Throws over the middle. That's picked off by Bookman. At the 40. Matt at the 50. 45. 40. Still going. Cuts back at the 35 and twists and turns down to the 32-yard line. A big turnover as he just jumped her out there, Coach.
He did. Let's take a look at it. Hazleton's in a 3 deep. And Bookman's just sitting back at free safety. And again, you're talking about a senior player who knows what's going on. Watch a cool customer steps right in front of that post pattern and has a nice run back. And Hazleton's got themselves set up very well for their second possession of the game. I want to give a thanks to our producer, Cam Crosley, helping out with those replays.
First down and 10, 5:08 to go. Cougars in great field position at the 30-yard line.
And you could see that coming from the press box. He was just hanging back there in center field, read that post pattern, maybe even baited Williamson a little bit, stepped right in front of it.
Wolf rolling to his left, rolling, puts it on his hip, turns it up 30, 25, gets to the corner, cuts back 20, spins down to about the 16-yard line. Tyler Wolf running in traffic and running well.
And running experienced. You know, it's very obvious when you watch this young man that he's got a ton of experience.
First down and 10 Cougars at the Millionaires 16.
Now, Shamani's got a little bit of a height advantage out here. Let's see if they don't take advantage of it.
Connor, top of your screen. Wolf up the middle he goes, and into the end zone goes Tyler Wolf from 16 yards out at 4:29 in the first quarter, and the Cougars up 14-0.
Yeah, well executed zone read.
And the lights flicker in here.
Tyler read that correctly. He pulled the ball out, and there was nobody home.
And the Cougars will go for two again. Wolf from the gun. Pass, that is Shamani. And he is stacked up. I don't think he got in, Coach.
I don't believe so either. I think Deacon Brown was the first one to meet him and hold him out of the end zone. He tried to do a numbers game on the outside, and it didn't work.
All right, we got a break in the action. Cougars up 14-0. We'll be right back. WebbWeeklyLive.com.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet.
All right, welcome back. Tyler Wolf from 16 yards, the latest touchdown for the Cougars, and the Cougars are cooking with gas here, and that ball scored it out of bounds as George Whaley dove for it, and that was a live ball, Coach.
Yes, it was.
Millionaires will start their third possession at their own 27-yard line. Important possession here if you're a Millionaire fan.
Well, their first two possessions, first possession was pretty decent. They ran 6 plays and punted, and in the last possession turned the ball over with an interception.
And we're going to see Whaley this series now in for the Millionaires.
If they've got any hopes of winning tonight, they're going to have to play error-free football from this point out. Can't give Hazleton anything. They're too good.
Whaley's going to go from the gun, 2 receivers to his left and right. First down and 10. Ball at the 27, and Whaley calls his own number, weaving his way, twisting, turning, and churning his way up to about the 35-yard line. Good run for George on first down.
They opened up with the quarterback power. They let it back through and pulled the lineman. And George, as we said earlier, can beat you with his arm or leg, has played in a couple of different positions this year. And I think Coach Pearson will take a 9-yard gain on first down the entire game. And something Williamsport's going to have to do, move the sticks.
2nd down and 1 here with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cougars up 14-0. Whaley, again, calls his own number. Weaves, makes people miss, and burrows his way out to about the 42-yard line. Another first down for the Millionaires. And George has moved the team these 2 series when he's been in there.
Correct. Same play. They just flipped it, ran it to the left-hand side, and back-to-back positive gains for Williamsport. Again, missing their number 1 offensive weapon tonight. Nasir Hennigan not playing.
Yeah, we talked about that to replace 905 yards and 15 touchdowns. 3 wide here for the Millionaires. 2 to the top, 1 to your bottom is Holt. And a handoff, and that is Burks. Burks, big hit there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a pinball within the
by
inside
Sam
backers.
Poro. Boy, he just lit him up there. 3-yard gain for Burks.
And Mr. Minor was also involved in that play. Surprise, surprise. 80-plus tackles, as we mentioned, on the season. 12 of those tackles for loss. 3 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery.
Trips to the bottom of your screen, 4 receiver set. Whaley hands it off. Here comes Moses. And another big hit there.
Kundrat met him right at the point of attack. Also excellent effort from Sam Poro from his defensive line spot. Got out there. Good quickness by the Cougars defense, and they've certainly come to play tonight. They've had Williamsport in 3rd and long now. 2 out of their 3 series that Williamsport has had the ball.
3rd down and 6 for the Millionaires. See if they take a shot here. They got Klein in the ball game. Bottom of your screen. And another handoff to Burks. Burks trying to find running room, but corralled again by a whole host of Cougars. It's going to be 4th down, Coach.
Well, there were 4 of them that got off the pile. We'll just give you Matthews as one of them. Yep, you're going to have to punt again if you're Williamsport. But at least they were able to get a first down and run some clock, showed some signs of positivity offensively with Whaley running the ball a couple of times.
4th down and 2, and Connor Poole on to kick it away again. Bookman and Casadas back deep for the Cougars as we're nearing 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Now keep in mind here, one of the upbacks here is Whaley. I'd be surprised if a fake here, though. Pulled down, kicks it. Low line drive kick. Takes a Williamsport bounce, fielded by Bookman at the 15. Outside to the 20. Stiff arms a man, and he is down right around the 30-yard line. And that's where Tyler Wolf and the Cougars will take over. Wolf 17 yards rushing, 5 for 6 in the air, 77 yards, 117 yards in the first quarter.
In what?
In the first quarter here.
First quarter.
Quarter.
So as you could say, when you see when we talk about their numbers, you can see now why they are what they are. I mean, Williamsport has not even remotely come close to stopping them in their first 2 possessions. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, albeit one off a gift from an interception, but they still had to drive the ball somewhat to get it into the end zone.
46 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Wolf leads the Cougars out at the 29-yard line. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. You got single coverage down here. Looking once, Casadas down the sidelines, got a step. Oh, and in and out of his hands, and that was a touchdown, Coach.
It was, and what a well-conceived play as they ran Casadas in and back out again, almost like what you would call a wheel pattern, and the ball was right on the money. He's going to want that back.
That was 70 yards for a touchdown, 71 to be exact.
That was perfectly executed from A to almost Z. If he makes the catch, he's in the end zone. Well done by the Cougars. And offensively, probably the worst thing they've done so far tonight.
Yeah. And you could just see the speed Casadas has as he blew by everybody. Once again, Shamani and Casadas. Casadas now lines up in the slot and in motion. And we're going to get, I think, a Millionaire that moves off sides. Let's see.
I think
No,
it's going to be Hazelton. I think they're left tackle. I think Brian Calcano may have moved just a tad.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 now as the Millionaires have the Cougars behind the sticks. Last 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. That's been all Hazelton.
Well, needless to say, Williamsport's going to have to make a defensive stop if they're going to have any chance of remaining in the football game. And they've got Hazelton in a long yardage situation. We'll see what Coach Bookman decides to do.
Bookman and Maddie is here to the near side. Casadas and Shamani to the top of your screen from the pistol. Handoff. And that is Gundran. And down he goes. Nice open field tackle there by 22 for the Millionaires.
Devin Harris, the outside linebacker, was right there to make the stop.
And Devin's been around the ball a lot over the last couple games. And that should be the last. Oh, we have a timeout on the field here. Let's see.
Officials discussing something. I didn't see any flags, did you?
I did not. One of my good buddies, Chad Obert, officiating the game there.
Might be a clock issue.
Played many years of softball with Mr. Obert. I think I told you that last time, Coach.
You did?
Yep, he was our right center fielder. You know who else played softball with us? Dennis Bookman Sr. So we have some nostalgia here.
There's Bookmans everywhere.
Yep. 12 seconds to go. Clock moving, and that will be the last play of the quarter.
Which has been dominated by the hometown Hazelton Cougars.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back for the second quarter. WebbWeeklyLive.com.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Harmon Guy Stadium. 1 quarter in the books, quarter number 2 coming out. Cougars facing a 3rd down and 16. Paul Ball alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. We are on WebbWeeklyLive.com. We are on the Hazelton Area School District YouTube page also. So duel the pleasure here tonight as Wolf back to pass. Looking, under pressure, down he goes.
Alonzo Rice in to make the stop for the Millionaires.
He was looking for Shamani deep.
And for the first time tonight, Hazelton will be punting to Williamsport, who should get decent field position. And if Williamsport ever needed a stop, it was right now. And they got it, as they'll be getting the ball for the 4th time in the football game. So far, punt, interception, and a punt after a 1st down.
Casadas on to punt it away. Harden and Moses back deep, and takes a little bit of a Cougar bounce, and Kevin Guzman will down it. And that's where the Millionaires will take over in Cougar territory at the 46-yard line.
Well, Williamsport's starting field position, believe it or not, has improved each time they've had the ball. This time they'll start on Hazelton's side of the field, ball on the left hash.
First down and 10, and the ball is on the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Millionaires coming out again, 4 wide as they're spreading the field. Lone setback is Burks. Whaley from the gun. Whaley again trying to get to the corner and cannot, as that speed from the Cougars. Matt Bookman came up from the secondary to make the tackle. Coach, that looked like that had a chance.
Well, it did initially, but Hazelton did an outstanding job of keeping leverage across the board. Whaley tried to bounce it to the outside, and the secondary was there, led by Bookman coming up from his free safety spot to make the tackle. He's an impressive safety, Paul. He reads the play, diagnoses it very quickly, and takes very good angles to the football.
Second down and 10 as the ball still remains at the 46-yard line. No gain on the play, 10:34 to go in the half. And a 4-wide set here for the Millionaires as Whaley from the gun again with Burks. Whaley back to pass, throws. Pass is caught by Slaughter down at the 40-yard line, immediately tackled by Matthew Casadas there.
Right there to eliminate any type of yards after the catch. The actual pass helped also as it was down and low, and Uzir did a nice job to pull that ball in, give Williamsport a manageable 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 here, perhaps 2-down territory, Coach, for the Millionaires. 10 minutes to go before the half. And the Millionaires with their deepest drive here of the first half. Harden in the slot. And we got Holt down to the bottom of your screen. And Whaley once again from the shotgun. Dixon in the other slot. And back to pass. Looks, throws, passes, caught. Oh, nice catch by Holt. And that's going to be a first down.
Tremendous effort. He was fairly well covered, but the pass was high and wide, and he extended himself to get it. And Caden is 6'2", and he used every bit of his body and reach to pull that one in.
Just his second reception, Coach, on the season, and they use him a lot of times for blocking. Whaley now 3 of 5 for 25 yards. He has 14 yards rushing. As the Millionaires have their 3rd first down of the half with 9:15 to go.
Again, being methodical, using the time on the second clock to keep the ball out of Hazelton's hands.
Whaley from the shotgun. Right next to him is Burks, and we have movement again, and that's going to be on the Millionaires.
Yeah, Blake Butler moved, I believe. Number 53.
Back behind the sticks now, 1st and 15. We'll see if they take a shot here with Harden. They tried to get him the ball the first play of the game. And there's confusion there for Williamsport. Whaley from the shotgun. Handoff to Burks. Burks inside, carrying tacklers with him. And gained maybe 2 yards on the play.
You're not much doing Hazelton appears to be stout from their outside backers on both sides. They're very well coached, and that's obvious when you watch them play.
Second down and 14, and the ball is at the 38-yard line. 8:12 and clock moving in the first half. Cougars lead 14-0 on a Bookman and Wolf touchdowns. They're going 3 wide to the top of your screen. Whaley back to pass, looks that way. Pass is caught. Down close to the 30.
Yeah, Jakia Klein with his first catch of the game. We didn't know if he was going to play tonight. We have a Cougar down on the field. I'm pretty sure Williamsport will be going for this down 2 touchdowns, but it's a manageable 4th down.
Let's take a break. We got an injury timeout. We'll be back to Harmon Guy Stadium.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your road trip exploits during Jeep Adventure Days. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks during Power Days. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equal satisfaction.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them and take care of them.
All right, welcome back. Injury timeout. We are back. It is third down.
Yes, I apologize. I
And
gave
7.
the wrong number.
Trips to the bottom of your screen for the Millionaires, and Whaley from the gun. Back to pass. Has time. Flushed out to his right. Throws down the sidelines. Got into the end zone for a touchdown. That is Slaughter. From 31 yards out, Yazir Slaughter went up high, and I'll tell you what, Coach, if we could take a look at that, Cam, George Whaley threw that ball where only Slaughter could catch it.
He did, and it was just a go pattern, a little bit of a shake, and then he uses his athletic ability on the right-hand side. You'll see him to make the play. That's 2 big plays and 2 big catches by Millionaire receivers to keep this drive alive, and this one ends up in a touchdown, and you called it correct, Paul. And that's how you want to coach it, and that's how you want to throw it. Your man gets it or nobody gets it.
Penalty on the play on Williamsport. I'm not sure what they just called.
Well,
illegal substitution, maybe.
I think they had too many men on the field.
Well, it's only a penalty if you get caught, right, Coach?
Yeah, and they got caught. And
well, that's not going to change anything for Connor Poole.
Well, normally it shouldn't, but he hasn't punted as well as he normally has. Let's see how the extra point goes.
Poole added a hold of Moses, 20 for 22 on the season on extra points. High snap, gets it down, spot is up, kick is up, and kick is right down, almost landed on Wyoming Street. Timeout on the field, 14-7, Cougars lead. We'll be back.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors. All right, welcome back to Harmon Stadium. Coach, just what the doctor ordered for the Millionaires, a touchdown.
Absolutely. They've cut the margin in half.
Connor Poole to kick it away, and there's a high end-over-end kick, and that is Bookman, I believe. Nope, excuse me, that is Kundrat. Out to the 30-yard line where he twists and turns, and that's where Tyler Wolf will start.
Najir Dixon in on the tackle for the Millionaires.
7:17 to go here, Coach, in the half here. Williamsport defense has got to clamp down on this series.
They do. Williamsport showed that they've certainly got enough skill to make it interesting. They haven't really stopped Hazelton as much as the last time Hazelton stopped itself.
Right.
And they will start with their 4th possession of the game.
Kundrat and Pongrazi to the bottom of your screen. Casadas and Shamani to the top. Wolf in the gun in motion is Casadas. Now trips to the bottom of your screen. Wolf back to pass. Looks, throws, passes caught by Shamani at the 30, 35. Gets to the outside 40, turns it up, and that one's coming back, Coach.
Yeah, they're going to call a block in the back, and that was very iffy. I don't know. I don't know if it was really a block in the back as it was a touch in the back, but nonetheless, they're gonna call it against the Cougars. I don't know if we could see that again, Cam, by any chance, because it was an extremely well-designed play.
Yeah, Shimani flashed open there, and
well, they're going to flare the back out of the back in the back, and they're going to run Shimani back down into the middle of the field on a quick slip screen. Great design, and he was able to get great yardage, but unfortunately the penalty's going to mark it back, and we're going to start with the 1st and 10 all over again. Great play design.
yes, 1st down and 10 now, 7:08 to go in the half. And a 3-receiver set for the Cougars as Wolf from the gun again. And there's a handoff. Bookman with a stiff arm. Bookman across the 35-40 and barreling his way to the 42-yard line, and a 1st down goes Matt Bookman. Oh, he got off limping there.
Yep, and that's not good. Hopefully it's just a little twist or something. He'll be able to get himself back in the ball game. But he hit the hole with great physicality, was able to move the sticks for the Cougars. And hopefully he's okay, because that would be a big two-way loss for Hazleton.
Cougars coming out 4 wide here. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line. In motion is Casadas, and a handoff right up the middle. Goes Mattias, barreling his way, twisting and turning up to the 45-yard line. I'll tell you what, Ryan Mattias, 5'10", 205 pounds, coach. He runs hard.
He does run hard. All of their backs run hard. Their receivers run hard. You're going to be hard-pressed to find another team that's got as many skill position players that are outstanding players as Hazleton. And not only that, Paul, for the most part, they're seniors. They've been in the program. They've been in the offense. They know what's expected of them, and you can tell they execute very well.
4 wide for the Cougars. Wolf again from the shotgun. In motion is Casadas. Flip out of the backfield, and he is hemmed in immediately by Harden. Jameer Harden on the tackle, along with Alonzo Rice there, coach, and they read that like a comic book.
They did. There were 2 or 3 Millionaires immediately on that play, waiting for that little swing that, teams use that now as a rush play, really. And 3rd down and 10, and now Hazleton, for the second series in a row, finds themselves in a 3rd and long situation.
Good sign for Hazleton. Matt Bookman upstanding on the sidelines and putting weight on that ankle. You can see him shifting back and forth. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now, 5:06 to go in the half, as we're going 4 wide here to the bottom of your screen. Diamond formation. 1 receiver to the top. Wolf, back to pass, little shimmy, throws down the field. He's got Shimani, and incomplete. Slaughter was Johnny on the spot there, and you see her broke it up again. So Slaughter doing it, coach, at both ends.
Absolutely. They tried a little bit of a hooking or a hitch and go with Shimani on the go route, but Slaughter played that extremely well, was able to break the pass up, and for the 2nd series in a row, Hazleton's going to have to punt the ball back.
Yeah, and Williamsport should get decent field position here, as there's under 5 minutes to go in the half. And Moses is back deep along with Harden. Harden had a punt return a couple weeks ago for a touchdown. And Casadas in trouble. And he is weaving his way, still on his feet, trying to get to that 1st down marker. Being pushed. Still no whistle, coach.
He's going to get the 1st down.
And you talk about determination there.
He's going to get the 1st down, and there's going to be a flag. So let's see if there's any nefarious nonsense going on out there, because the referee just dropped the flag. But the whistle didn't blow. The pile is able to move. I've never seen a pile.
It moved 10 yards.
It moved at least 10 yards.
Well, and it's going to be a 1st down for, wow. And they're calling a sideline infraction for Williamsport.
And I think Coach Pearson's a little bit upset that the whistle did not blow.
Well,
but there was movement. It looked like a scrum pile from rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's going to be 1st down for the Cougars. Well, we've seen stranger things happen, and you talk about a play that could turn the game around right there.
Well, Jakia Klein was in the backfield immediately, sort of forced that punt to be ran. I don't think it was a called fake.
No, it definitely wasn't. Bookman back into the ballgame. Good to see. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 6.
Casadas did what he had to do with it, and then got, in the words of the the Beatles a little help from his friends, 11 yards worth.
He was like a mouse in the maze running for the cheese. He was going up and far, back and far, and they just pushed him for that. I've never seen something like that. 2nd down and 6 now for the Cougars, 3 wide. And Wolf, little handoff up the middle. The Bookman running, knocked man right over, and there goes a flag flying in from the side judge there, and that's going to be probably holding, Coach.
Yeah, either that or a block in the back. I believe it's going to go against Hazleton, and it is a hold.
Wow, Matt Bookman lowered his shoulder there, and not sure which down lineman it was for Port, but...
Well, we couldn't see it because the young man was parallel to us, so we didn't get any number on it.
But he knows the number of that freight train was number 1. Wow.
Well, he's back to normal.
And that's going to be...
But if you're Coach Bookman, a little bit disturbing.
After a really good start.
You know, touchdown, 2 punts, and now, you know, they were really fortunate to get that 4th down conversion, but right now they put themselves back behind the sticks again, 2nd and 15, 16 yards to go.
Yep, 3:28 clock moving right before the half. Cougars lead 14-7, and a 4 wide for the Cougars. Shimani, the bottom of your screen. No one has the slot receiver here. Casadas. Wolf steps up, and he is knocked down right at the 50-yard line. Gain of about 2.
Sorry to interrupt you, Paul.
You're good.
Devin Harris with a very good open field tackle.
3rd down and 13, we'll call it, right from midfield as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
5'7" junior has made at least 2 open field tackles to prevent big gains from Hazelton, and it is a big downfall. Both teams have all their timeouts left. Williamsport finds itself very much in this football game.
They got 3 receivers to the bottom, Pongrazzi to the top of your screen, and Wolf once again from the shotgun. Lone setback is Bookman. 3-step drop, back to pass, looks, puts it on his hip down, and he's going to take off and maybe gain a yard. I thought he was going to go down for a sack, Coach, there.
No, there was nowhere to go with the football. Williamsport had excellent coverage in the secondary.
It's going to be 4th down and 12 from the Millionaire 49-yard line, and Cougars going to punt it away. Last 3 series for Hazelton, Coach, has been punt, punt, and punt.
That is correct.
And scrum. I missed that one. Sadis on to kick it away.
Maybe.
And this time, no pressure, and gets it away, and fielded fair catch is made by Moses at the 22-yard line, and that's where George Whaley will take over with 1:43 to go in the half. Millionaires have all 3 timeouts left. We'll see what they do, Coach. We'll keep it right here. For the Millionaires, who got some stats. George Whaley, 5 of 8, 68 yards and a touchdown, 14 yards rushing. Burks has 3 rushes for 12 yards, and Slaughter, 31-yard touchdown circus catch in the corner of the end zone. And we got a timeout on the field. Let's take a timeout, Cam. We'll be back. The Harmon Geist.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transitional sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
All right, welcome back here to Harmon Geist. Timeout by Williamsport. And we just got a message from Iron Mike, Coach. Said Devin Harris is an outstanding wrestler.
That he is.
And an awesome young man. So it's always good to hear from Iron Mike. He is our eye in the sky. Even though when he's not with us, he's still with us.
He is, and it's good to hear from Iron Mike. And Devin Harris, who was going to say, we get some time to talk about him quickly before the next snap. Not the biggest man on the football field, but tonight he's playing that way.
Williamsport, everybody's in tight here. Unbalanced, Coach, to the right. And they're going to go that way. Whaley, no, he's going to throw. Has a man downfield. He has Harden, but underthrown and catches it at the 45-yard line, but a flag down.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a push on somebody. I think they're going to call it on Hazelton. That could have gone either way because the ball was thrown way up in the air. It came down with icicles on him. They had him for a touchdown. Williamsport did something really neat there. They brought their tight end over to the right. You saw it immediately to give the appearance of unbalance. However, Harden was eligible as he is the end man on the line of scrimmage, and any type of a good throw, and they're in the end zone.
First down and 10, and Whaley rolling out, puts it on his hip now, tucks it in, and twists his way and gained about 3 yards on the play here as the clock continues to run. We'll see if the Millionaires use a timeout. And don't forget, Coach, they have Connor pull that weapon.
Absolutely.
And they're going to take a timeout. We got some scores from around the area. Bellefonte and Danville. Danville 42-0 in the first half. Dallas leading Wilkes-Barre area 7-6. And Jersey Shore up 14-0 on Canton.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to the bottom of your screen. Burks in the sidecar next to Whaley. Back to pass, under pressure, rolling, showing that speed, throws, passes, caught by Holt at the 25, and down he goes. And the Millionaires are going to hurry now as they are under a minute, but the clock will stop on the first down, and Holt came all the way across the field, Coach.
He did, bought some time. He was being chased by Mattias.
And they're in field goal range right now.
They are, but I think they've got bigger thoughts, bigger fish, hopefully, to fry in their minds at least.
Yeah, a lot of time. They still have a timeout. Clock stops in high school football and college on a first down. 50 seconds to go. Whaley from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Whaley back to pass, under pressure. Down he goes. Down to the 30. Can't take a sack right there.
No, that's the last thing you want to do, but Brady Mazanko and company were there to corral him and not even give him a chance, and they were there in a hurry. I don't think that's what Williamsport wanted to do there. It's definitely what Coach Bookman wants.
So they used their final timeout now with 39 seconds to go. So you still could work the middle of the field. There's still time to get up there.
Correct, because the clock will stop until they set the chains, and then they could spike if they get a first down. Obviously would lose them a down, but we shall see what the Millionaires have in their arsenal as they have really, it's been a tale of two quarters here. As Hazelton got off to a very hot start and has cooled down, and Williamsport TD on their last possession and driving on this possession. And maybe have surprised Hazelton a little bit with some of the personnel matchups in terms of putting some people where they haven't been throughout the year. I know, splitting Holt out instead of putting him in as a tight end and using him and Slaughter with their big bodies to make some important catches.
.39 seconds to go. Second down and 14. Trips to the top of your screen. Burks the lone setback. And reverse there. Harden throws back to Whaley at the 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Coach, they fooled me on that.
Well, another well-designed play by Williamsport, and to say that they've got Hazelton on their heels would be an understatement. We saw a formation screw Hazelton up earlier in this series, and now a reverse pass, and hey, when you're Williamsport, you've got nothing to lose. They know they're coming in underdogs tonight. They're pulling out all the stops.
So Hazelton's going to call a timeout. Let's take a break. Let's get things settled down here at Harmon, guys. 30 seconds to go in the half. 14-7, Cougars. The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
Grove and Montoursville tied at 7, and Loyalsock and Troy deadlocked at 7. They're all second quarter scores. And it's going to be first and goal here. Ball at the 7-yard line. More importantly, 30 seconds to go. Now they got Holt lined up in the backfield alongside of Whaley. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. And Whaley rolling that way. Rolling, throwing, corner pattern in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yazir Slaughter on a deep out pattern. And again, the ball was put exactly where it should have been. On the outside shoulder where either he was going to get it or nobody was going to get it. I believe that's Yazir's second touchdown pass.
It is, yes.
Caught reception, excuse me.
And Connor Poole on to kick the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up, and kick is right down the middle again. And we got a timeout on the field. We are deadlocked here at 14, 24 seconds to go in the half. Let's take a break. We'll be back to Harmon Geist.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Find it at Fairfield.
All right, we're back here to Harmon, guys. We are deadlocked, Coach, at 14 with 24 seconds to go. I didn't think we'd be saying that about 25 minutes ago.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters.
And Poole's going to kick a squibbed away, fielded by Bookman. And he stopped at the 35-yard line. And I'm watching him get up there. No ill effects of the ankle there, it doesn't look like there. So that's a good thing for the Cougars. And they'll have 19 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. And we'll see what Coach Bookman decides to do.
And I believe they will receive the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Correct.
Would like to know what Coach Bookman is going to be talking about at halftime.
Cougars have 3 receivers to the top of your screen. 19.2 seconds to go. And you can see Slaughter, he's feeling it here at the 45. He's jumping up and down. Wolf from the gun. Back to pass. Under pressure. Here it comes. Down he goes. Alonzo Rice again.
Yeah, Alonzo was in there in a hurry. Real good outside in move on.
And now Wolf limping, Coach. Sorry not to cut you off. Tyler's limping.
Well, you can see that as he was dragged down.
A lot of times on the turf, your foot gets caught underneath you. There's nothing for you to give.
Correct, and that's it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you couldn't ask for a better first half. Cougars and the Millionaires, they are deadlocked here at 14 at Harmon Guy Stadium. Paul Bow, Rich Salonis, WebbWeekly.com, powered by PA Sports Live, also on the Hazelton Area School District YouTube page tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. We got stats coming up at the half. We're going to have scores from around the area, and we also have a second half coming off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them and take care of them.
The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Find it at Fairfield. When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto.
Table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Medicine medical intern. Carolyn plans to attend George Washington University to major in communications, sciences, and disorders. Connor Kundrat is the son of Jason and Kimberly Kundrat. He is Vice President of Student Council, a member of the Executive Council, FBLA, Key Club, National Honor Society, and the football and track and field teams. Connor would like to attend college in a warmer climate and major in ocean engineering. Next is Jamil Nader Almonte, escorted by Tyler Wolf. Jamili is the daughter of Gamal Nader and Iris Almonte. She is a member of Executive Council, Key Club, Book Club, National Honor Society, and manager of the water polo and swim team. She won first place in the 2020 Poetry Out Loud District Competition and is a published poet at the American Library of Poetry. Jamili will study communications, film, and/or literature at an undecided college. Tyler Wolf is the son of Michael and Kristen Wolf. He is a Vice President of Student Council, a member of the National Honor Society, and a 4-year letterman and 2-year captain of the varsity football team. Tyler plans to attend college to major in exercise science in preparation for a career in physical therapy or athletic training. He plans to continue playing football in college. Next is Alondra Santos Nieves, escorted by Connor Shamani. Alondra is the daughter of Laura Nieves and Richard Santos. She is a member of Executive Council, Key Club, Reach High, the track and field team, and a captain of the volleyball team. Alondra plans on attending Luzerne County Community College for 2 years and then transferring to pursue a career in the medical field. Connor Shamani is the son of Stephen and Susan Shamani. He is a member of Executive Council, National Honor Society, and is a captain of the football team. Connor's college choice is undecided, but he plans to continue his football career and major in criminal justice. Carol Tavares, escorted by Ryan Mattis. Carol is the daughter of Georgina and Felix Tavares. She is a member of the National Honor Society, HOSA, and the Athena Club. Carol's future plans include becoming a NICU nurse. Ryan is the son of Kristen Mattis and the late Jeffrey Mattis. He is a member of Executive Council, a two-time captain of the football team, and is president of the class of 2023. Ryan plans to attend college to major in business or to go into real estate. Hope Anthony, escorted by Noah Billick. Hope is the daughter of Donna Anthony and the late Michael Anthony. She is a member of Executive Council, Key Club, National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society. Hope would like to attend Penn State University to pursue a career in speech pathology. Noah Billick is the son of Brian and Kelly Billick. He's a member of the Executive Council and the Key Club. Noah's future plans include attending Penn State University to pursue a career in business. Annie Avillion, escorted by Ethan Brennan. Annie is the daughter of Jennifer and Harry Avillion. She is a member of Executive Council, FBLA, Science Club, Spirit Club, and Cougar Club Unified. Annie will be attending a yet-to-be-decided college to major in psychology and in business. Ethan is the son of Diane and Daniel Brennan. He is a member of Executive Council, Student Council, Engineering Club, SAD, National Honor Society, and Spanish National Honor Society. Ethan plans to attend college to major in engineering. Jalen Diaz is escorted by Gavin Huey. Jalen is the daughter of Jahira Caraballo and John Carvajal. She is a member of HOSA and Skills USA. Jalen's goals include attending Williamsport University and eventually pursuing her dream of becoming a pediatrician. Gavin is the son of Stephen and Tamara Huey. He is a member of the National Honor Society and captain of the varsity soccer team. Gavin plans to attend college, pursue a degree in engineering, and to continue to play soccer. Shailene Gallen is escorted by Grant Russo. Shailene is the daughter of Clarabelle and Roniel Torres. She's a member of the cheerleading squad and enjoys writing poetry. Shailene will attend a college to major in criminal justice. Grant is the son of Anthony and Nicole Russo. He is president of Student Council, a member of the National Honor Society, FBLA, and the varsity baseball and soccer team. Grant plans to attend St. John's University to major in legal studies and continue his baseball career. Ashley Placentia is escorted by Jacob narrow. Ashley is the daughter of Candida Balby. She is a member of HOSA. Ashley's future plans include attending Marywood University to major in biology and pre-physician assistant studies. Her goal is to pursue a career as an OBGYN. Jacob is the son of Howard and Marie Narrow. He is a member of Executive Council, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, FBLA, the varsity tennis team, the Cellar Dwellers Jazz Ensemble, and is a Geisinger Commonwealth School of Medicine medical intern. Jacob's future plans include attending college to study applied mathematics and biology. Crisbel Sanchez Suero is escorted by Logan Yakubowski. Crisbel is the daughter of Alexandra Suero and Christian Sanchez. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, Advisory Board, HOSA, Reach High, Geisinger Center of Excellence Programs, and an NSP Trader's Nursing Assistant. Crisbel will attend college to major in biology and become a physician assistant. Logan is the son of Michelle and Kevin Yakubowski. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the water polo team, the swim team, and the baseball team. Logan's college choice is undecided, and he will study physical therapy. Angela Santiago is escorted by Joelle Mello. Angela is the daughter of Annie Quesada and Felix Santiago. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Executive Council, Student Council, Yearbook, Spirit Club, Foreign Language Organization, and Key Club. She is a member of the varsity cheerleading game squad and the Winter Color Guard. Angela plans to attend college to major in broadcast journalism, sports communications, and minor in social media management. Joel is the son of Jose Mello and Paula Mello. He is a member of the wrestling team and the marching band, and also serves as a volunteer junior firefighter. Joel will attend college to major in business. Abigail Porter is escorted by Gianno Tomeno. Abigail is the daughter of Liza Robles. She is a member of Executive Council, Foreign Language Organization, and the cheerleading squad. Abigail would like to attend Princeton University or Seton Hall University to major in criminal justice and then attend law school with the hopes of creating her own firm. Gianno is the son of Brenda and Wayne Tomeno. He is a member of Executive Council, FBLA, Science Club, National Honor Society, and Spanish National Honor Society. Gianno plans to attend college to major in journalism. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here to crown our winning couple are two of the class of 2023 faculty honorees, Miss Allison Coriel and Mr. David Dancho. And now for our winning royalty. Our homecoming king for 2023 is Joelle Mello. And our homecoming queen for 2023 is Ashley Placentia. Congratulations to all these fine young men and women representing our student body this evening. Our principals, Dr. Constant, Mrs. Ernst, and Mrs. Herman, and the student council advisors, Mrs. Bannon and Mr. Turi. We'd like to thank everyone who helped make the homecoming parade, bonfire, and crowning ceremony possible. And thank you to everyone who attended. attended these events and supported our students. Let's have a round of applause for our court.
And the band, I'm talking on my radio. We got 4 minutes of
has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
All right, welcome back. We are at the half here at Harmon Guy Stadium. Paul Ball alongside my partner, the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, they say a tale with two halves. How about a tale with two quarters?
Absolutely. You know, Hazleton started the game off, as you would say, with their hair on fire, scoring in their first 2 possessions. And then after that...
That would be a house on fire.
Yeah, house on fire, hair on fire.
Same thing.
Something's on fire. Punt.
Heart's on fire if you want to be the Rocky movie.
Punt. And in a very brief end of the half is how Hazleton went. Williamsport, on the other hand, the opposite. Started off with a punt, interception, punt, and then 2 touchdowns, courtesy of Yazir Slaughter.
Well, let's go over some stats here. Tony Birch on stats here. George Whaley, 9 of 12, 171 yards, 2 touchdown passes, both to Slaughter, 1 from 7 yards, 1 from 31 yards out. Burke, 16 yards rushing. The big play was Harden to Whaley on that end around. He threw the ball 16 yards down to the 13-yard line, and that was a 16-yarder. On defense, Alonzo Rice, he has been all over. Like white on rice, as they say. 2 sacks.
He has caused some havoc, and you know what? Again, Williamsport's made some adjustments, especially in their coverage in the back end, the last 2 or 3 series that Hazleton has had the football, and we don't have receivers running wide open as they did the first couple times they did get the football. But I think we'd be a little bit remiss if we didn't say, I think the Williamsport coaching staff has done an outstanding job keeping Hazleton on their heels with creative formations, creative plays, reverse passes, etc. And when you're a decided underdog coming into this game, as Williamsport is, sometimes you've got to do those things. And sometimes they work, and sometimes they backfire. And so far tonight, they've been in the Millionaires' favor.
And for Hazleton, Tyler Wolf's 10 of 18, 168 yards. He had a 16-yard TD run. Matt Bookman, 7 rushes, 34 yards. He had the interception, and he had the short touchdown run. For the most part, he's been kept in check. Wolf to Mattis. Matty is for the 2-point conversion, and that's basically where we stand here. And a close game, Coach, we say this all the time, a close game, if it comes down to the kicker, it's a heavy, heavy advantage for the Millionaires with Tyler Poole.
Oh, absolutely.
Connor Poole, excuse me.
He's been money for the Millionaires for a couple of years, and unfortunately...
He's only a junior.
Yeah, he is. But unfortunately, Xander Coleman, out the usual kicker for the Cougars, has forced Coach Bookman to go for the 2 points. And the kickoffs have given Williamsport great field position when they have started their offensive series. Now, if you are Hazleton, you know, I I would bet that Coach Bookman's in talking to the players about hurting themselves. I mean, I know we're giving a lot of credit to Williamsport, but Hazleton really hurt themselves in 3 of those last series by getting themselves behind the sticks decidedly on 2nd and 3rd downs through penalties and or sacks. So it's not anything that's not correctable, but again, turnovers this time of the year, especially when you're playing and jockeying for playoff spots, everything's magnified, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, tale of 2 quarters. Second half's getting momentarily going to start here. Players are coming back on the field. The Williamsport band out there. And let's enjoy the band for a couple minutes before we start the second half, and we'll be back.
Together we walk, together we that from today.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
We got some scores from around the area. Loyalsock and Troy deadlocked at 14. Jersey Shore 33. Canton 0. Hughesville and South Williamsport, they are deadlocked at 7. Selinsgrove 14. Montoursville nothing. And Muncie 41. Northwest nothing. Here we are tied 14-14. Danville and Bellefonte. The Ironmen continue to roll, Coach. 65-0. Wow.
Danville doing what they need to do against a struggling football team. They've been the most consistently outstanding team, I believe, the whole year, right with Jersey Shore.
Yeah, that was a long halftime. We had homecoming. We had the band out. Good to see everything here, and it's almost time to get back to some football here, Coach. And for Williamsport, I know we talked a little bit about your keys to the game in our open up here, but for Williamsport, what's your keys to the second half? We'll go with that.
Keep doing what they're doing. I think they've done a magnificent job of keeping Hazleton, on their toes, or off balance, I should say, with the myriad of things they've done offensively, formation-wise, and play-wise. And I think continue to not give Hazleton the big play. The first 2 times Hazleton had the football, they made some big plays, and then as we noted, the last 3 times Hazleton had the football, Williamsport was able to take advantage of Hazleton miscues, keep them behind the sticks, force them to punt.
And Hazleton's got to get back to what they were doing the first quarter, was just methodically moving down the field. But Williamsport made some changes on defense, and good teams find a way to win, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Casadas and Kundrick will be back deep, and
the big thing for
Poole will kick it away.
Is to not put themselves in bad positions, which they did.
And Poole will kick it away, and that is a line drive, and Casadas knocks it down at the 5, 10, 15. Cuts outside to the 25, and he is hemmed in there and thrown out of bounds, and a flag comes in late.
Yeah, that's Lucas Naughton, a freshman. They may get him for a late hit. Did you see anything different?
No, that's going to be on him for throwing him down, yeah. Face mask. Threw him down by the face mask.
That usually warrants a penalty.
And it's going to be first down now. Cougars going to get really good field position. It's going to be probably around 45-yard line, Coach.
And obviously Coach Bookman wants to take advantage of this. Get themselves lead back in this game as they are jockeying for playoff seedings. Some interesting scores around the area tonight, Paul.
Wolf, handoff. Gundrat down the sidelines he goes, and they're not going to catch him, Coach. 57 yards, basically untouched.
Well, let's take a look at it. It's an off-tackle play, and Williamsport's end takes himself out of the play. He's going to run upfield. There you see the motion, and there's the block right there. Took himself out of the play, and then it's all over once you got the sideline with exceptional speed. And, boy, you couldn't ask for a better opening if you're Hazelton.
No, absolutely not. One play, and Kundrat takes it 57 yards. The pay dirt Casadas on for the extra point. Shamani will hold. And Hardin's going to jump off sides there for Williamsport. See if they change and go for 2 now here, Coach.
We'll see. Yeah, they're going back and forth. Coach Bookman's out to the hash.
And they're going to go for 2 now.
They are.
Wolf under center, got Bookman to the left, and Matty's to the right and a handoff to Bookman up the middle and leaps into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
Correct, right off tackle again, untouched into the end zone.
And the Cougars lead by 8 that quickly, one play into the third quarter. And Connor Kundrad took it 57 yards around the right end, Coach. And you said that block sprung him, and it was over.
It did. The block sprung him, and Williamsport's end helped him out. He ran upfield, created a natural seam. And boy, once Kundrad got the corner, surprise, surprise, speed.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, this Hazelton team has so much speed.
And Paul, they're running against the team that's got a ton of speed.
Right, yeah.
So that tells you something. Well, let's see if the Millionaires can answer. A very entertaining game. The Millionaires are going to get the ball to start the second half.
Casadas will kick it away, and good field position for the Millionaires every time they had the ball. And
well, I think that in part has to do with some of Hazelton's kicking woes, but you are correct.
Yeah, Casadas will kick it away. And another short kick, and that will go out.
And it's going to go out of bounds. And actually, that's going to be the worst start of the game for Williamsport off of a Hazelton kick. So maybe kicking it out of bounds might, if Hazelton's kicking off again, might be the best thing to do.
Then he'll get a start from the 35.
Listen, Williamsport's done a very good job of using their playmakers in the first half. Slaughter, Holt with a big catch.
Yeah, Holt had 2 catches. He only came into the season with 1, Coach. And usually plays tight end. They have him in at wide receiver tonight.
Well, they flexed him out, and it's been a big help. He's another big body.
Yeah, he's a big target.
They've got Slaughter on one side, him on the other, Harden in the slot.
First down and 10, Millionaires. Ball at the 35-yard line. And Whaley hands it off. About a 3-yard gain. Moses, the ball carrier. They're going to call him no gain.
Well, we talked about it being running back by committee with Nasir Hennigan being out. So we've had a couple different Millionaires carry the ball.
Yeah, Burke's now in at running back. And a 4-wide formation for the Millionaires as Whaley from the shotgun. Second down and 10. Ball at the 39. George back to pass. Throws. Pass is caught by Holt. Up at the 46-yard line. And knocked down immediately by Shamani. Another good throw by George. He threw it low to the ground. He went down and got it. And 3rd and short.
Well, they've run this play 2 or 3 times tonight. It's that spot play where the receiver's running down, finding a hole in the zone and spotting up. And I know during the game tonight, this is at least the second time it's put Williamsport in a 3rd and short situation.
3rd down and 3, 4 wide for the Millionaires. Burks to the left, of Whaley. Whaley barking the signals, chest high snap, under pressure, sidesteps a man, rolling, still rolling, still holding on to the ball, now turns it up, and George is going to have a first down. I'll tell you what, Coach, he is elusive.
He is. There were 3 Cougars that had shots at him in the backfield for a sack, and all 3 of them missed. He was able to get the corner and pick up a first down.
He reminds me of trying to grip a wet bar of soap. He just keeps squirting away.
Things that you can't coach. And what it does, when you've got ability such as we're viewing tonight and talent and speed, every play you run, there's a chance that you're going to end up with positive yardage. Hazelton had that well defense. They just couldn't tackle him.
First down and 10 now. Ball right at midfield, directly below us. Whaley from the shotgun. And a low snap. George picks it up. Back to pass. Rolling to his right. Rolling. Buying time. Throws and just threw it out of bounds.
Smart move by George. Veteran last year, maybe he might have tried to make something happen by throwing across his body, but he bought as much time as he could. Didn't see anything that he liked. He was too close to the sideline to run. So did the smart thing and threw it away. Lived to play another down.
Out of the pocket. 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Ball right at midfield. 22-14, Cougars leading. on that 57-yard run by Connor Kundrat.
And earlier in the first quarter, Williamsport had a screen set up on the 2nd and long. It's first down on the scoreboard, but it is 2nd down. See if they come back to a screen here sometime soon.
Whaley, chest high snap, back to pass, deep drop, throws down to Wazadal, has Klein, and Jakaya slipped and fell at the 10-yard line. He had his defender beaten by a step.
He had 2 steps actually or so on Kundrat. Paul correct. He had him beat on a deep post. Jakaya, I don't know whether it was a slip or a trip or something in between. Jakaya was out there again, one that Hill won back.
10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 22-14 Cougars lead. 3rd down and 10. Trips to the top of your screen. Holt is loaned to the bottom. And Whaley back to pass. Has a lot of time. Throws, passes, caught, and immediately tackled there is Holt again.
Well defense by Hazelton. They tried another drag across the field, but this time the outside backer Kundrat dropped deep enough to keep Holt in front of him, came up and made the tackle, and Williamsport's going to have to punt.
See if Poole could pin them back deep. The ball will be at the 47-yard line. It's 4th down and 7. And keep an eye on Whaley here. As Poole on to punt it away. And Whaley angles it for the corner. And it will go in for a touchback. Cougars will start at the 20. Let's take a break. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Williamsport Area School District and Football Booster Club would like to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors, Euro Optic. You may know them as being a great company for high-end optics and outdoor hunting gear, but now they've opened up their own archery pro shop, Lycoming Archery, right in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. It actually shares the same building as Euro Optic, so you can't miss it. We encourage all you outdoor enthusiasts to check them out. It's right next to Lowe's in Montoursville. 2 showrooms, 1 location. They are the go-to source for all things outdoors. I'd welcome back here. Hazelton first down at the 20-yard line. And Wolf back to pass. Looks, throws over the middle. The Shamani's got it at the 40 and spins to the 46-yard line. Great throw, Tyler Wolf to Connor Shamani, and now a late flag.
That's going to be on the Hazelton coaching staff.
Bookman's not happy about that.
Well, he's got to get the players back. I think that's their first warning, so they won't lose yardage. What a throw by Wolf.
He threw a dime there.
2 people, and Shamani almost broke out of that for another big play touchdown.
Well, if he would have broke, he still would have been running. First down up at the 45-yard line.
Well, Hazelton appears to be starting the third quarter as they started the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. 8:36 to go, clock moving. Wolf rolling. Designed run all the way, gets to the corner. Weaving his way, picking his spots, and out of bounds he goes. And he is tackled by, once again, Alonzo Rice.
Alonzo's had himself a fine defensive game. He's been all over the field. About a 3-yard gain for Tyler Wolf.
2nd down and 7. Now 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Cougars trying to get out of their own end here at the 48-yard line. Wolf leads them out of the huddle. 2 receivers set. Bookman now flanking out. And a handoff up the middle. Going nowhere is Kundrat. Once again, number 20 on the stop, Alonzo Rice.
Correct. That's at least his 5th tackle of the ball game. That was a variation of the play they scored on their last possession. Much better defense by Williamsport. down and 7 for the Cougars. As they try to sustain their second drive of the second half.
Diamond to the top. And Wolf back to pass, under pressure, throws to Casadas and just overshot him as Harden was bearing down on him.
Yeah, he had Harding. He also had Narik Burks, and linebacker. They shot him and unblocked. So Williamsport forced the issue there.
And they're going to have to punt it away.
They are.
So Williamsport defense holds again. And it's 4th down and 6. And the punting unit on for the Cougars. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Williamsport getting a late substitution in here as Moses is back deep.
If Hazelton snaps the ball, they're going to get...
They got 12 men on the field.
Correct.
And it's a fake. And there goes Kundrat around the end. 1st down and more.
Well-designed play. The old punter jumps up for the snap over his head, but it's not over his head. And it's right to Kundrat, who's going to take it around the right-hand side of the formation for the 1st down. Williamsport was out of kilter right from the get-go as they had a player running off the field. It was very close to being 12 men on the field. So, hey, good call by Coach Bookman, and the Cougars have maintained possession.
1st down and 10. Handoff Bookman bursting his way through the secondary to the 20 to the 15 and knocked out of bounds at about the 10 or 11 or 10 yard line there, Coach. And Bookman's feeling it now.
He had an outstanding kick out block and trap block by Mattias, who led him up through the hole.
And a 20-yard run by Matt Bookman.
Well executed play for the Cougars. We've seen a couple of those on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yep, 1st down and 10. 1st and goal now, as the nose of the ball right at the 10-yard line.
And the lack of a kicking game almost forces you to be perfect in the red zone.
Wolf from the gun. Bookman, jump cut, nothing doing there. Burks had his number there, and he's going to lose a couple yards there.
Narik played that well, saw an opening, took it, and met him immediately for no gain.
He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and goal now from the 12-yard line.
And Williamsport has played fairly decent defense tonight. For the most part, they've just given up some big plays.
6:14 to go, and the clock moving. 3 wide to the bottom of your screen for the Cougars. Wolf from the pistol. Rolling, looking for Pongrazi in the corner there, but he overshot Kundrat underneath.
And we're going to have a hold on the left tackle. So they tried to run a bootleg concept.
It's 3rd and goal from the 12. Do you push him back, Coach, or do you go 2nd and 22?
I push him back personally.
That's going to be a spot foul.
Yep.
So that might go back even farther. The referee is standing at the 20. So that's going to come back to the 30-yard line.
Wolf tried to get the corner, but Ja'Kiah Klein, with his quickness, negated that. Hazelton's left tackle was forced to grab him, or it would have been a loss.
So 2nd and goal from the 30 as the Cougars going the wrong way here. 5:58 to go in the third quarter. Cougars up by 8. And Wolf back to pass, rolling to his left, throws, pass is caught, and turned up inside the 20-yard line. And that is Shimani.
Chunk play, good chunk play, and a comeback pattern. Well executed with Wolf rolling to his left. It didn't seem to hinder the throw at all that he was rolling to the left. And now 3rd and goal from the 19. And really, if you're Coach Bookman, you're going to use 2 downs.
And I'm watching the flags at the top of the stadium here. It's almost like the wind is blowing across. So that makes it even a tougher throw rolling that way.
Correct.
As the ball would normally sail. So 3rd down and 19, 5:14 to go. Cougars coming out, 3 receivers set. Casadas in the slot, Wolf back to pass, throws over into the end zone for Shamani and overshot him a little high.
Well, he had him. They're going to want that one back. He was able to get behind Slaughter, which should never happen defensively. I'm sure Coach Pearson's over there. No one gets behind you when you got a 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line, but Hazelton now is going to be forced with a touchdown or bust play, as there's no way they're going to be able to kick this field goal.
4th down and 19, which 4th and goal from the 19-yard line. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Cougars up by 8. They've continued this drive twice on 4th down. Let's see if they can do it again. You're going to have Shamani and Casadas to the bottom of your screen. In motion is Kundrat. Wolf, 3-step drop, throws to the end zone, has Kundrat, and he is in for the touchdown again. Boy, you talk about one of the unsung heroes on this offense is Connor Kundrat, number 28.
Well, there's the motion again by Kundrat. And what they're doing when they put him in motion, he's getting leverage on the defender. And when he comes across, he's just going to turn up. And because of the speed that he's already gained, he's got leverage on the defender. Look at the ball placement. Perfect. 4th down and 19. Boy, that's a backbreaker if you're Williamsport. And it's a well-executed play if you're Hazelton.
Cougars up by 14. We'll see if they're going to go for 2. And that is a back-breaking play as they had it back 1st and 30.
And 4th and 19.
Yeah, and the Cougars converted. We get a little swinging gate here, Coach. And Wolf throws, and Mattias makes the catch, but he's down, and it's no good. 28-14, let's take a break. 4:57 to go into 3rd. We'll be back to Harmon Geist.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering...
All right, we are back here to Harmon Geist. Cougars up by 14.
I don't believe it was a planned onside kick, as Hazelton's had some interesting plays in the kicking game tonight, but it was recovered, whatever it was, by Lucas Naughton. And Williamsport will start at its own 45. Paul, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say look for a heavy dose of George Whaley in the run game on this series.
Yeah, they got to answer here. 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And Williamsport now finds himself down by 2 scores. But they were earlier and they came back. Let's see what they can do again. Jameer Harden's been pretty quiet. They haven't really thrown his way. Whaley from the shotgun, rolling to the right, rolling, still rolling. This time he has Harden. Harden breaking separation, and he is going to be down at the 5-yard line, Coach. I feel like Nostradamus there. As Harden got free in the secondary, and you can see that speed that Jameer has.
And we're going to have, I believe, a personal foul on top of it. I don't know who it's on. As I was just saying, look for a heavy run game by George Whaley. Yep. One play.
Big gain on the play. It looks like about almost a 50-yard gain, Coach, on that.
Now, I don't know what happened there, but it's going to go against Williamsport.
After the play.
After the play, and something must have been said. And that's going to take some of the shine off the play, but boy,
It's gonna be unsportsmanlike. It looks like.
Flat out speed shown.
So instead of having 1st and goal at the 5, the 6,
You got a 1st and 10 on the 11, or the 21, excuse me.
Whaley now 12 of 17, coach, 232 yards and 2 touchdowns. Holt leading the way with 4 catches for the Millionaires. Harden, that was his 2nd one of the game. Whaley now from the gun. And Whaley's going to call his own number, weaving his way across the 20 and lunges maybe to about the 18-yard line. Well defended by the Cougars there. And penalties like that, coach, will give a coach gray hair.
Well, they drive you crazy. I mean, because there's 98% of the time there's no need for it. You get up, go back to your huddle. You know, you don't need the jaw, you don't need the yap. Unfortunately, a lot of these kids see this on Saturdays and Sundays and think it's okay to do it, but it's not. Trust me, both of these coaches are not coaching that.
2nd down and 7 now, as we're under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Whaley has 2 backs, and Whaley rolling to his left. Rolling. It's going to be hard. Throws it off his back foot and just got it away.
We're going to see if that's going to be grounding or not. If it went past the line of scrimmage, it will not be.
It was very close. I think
and
it did.
It's not. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
I think it did get past the line barely. Well, 3rd down here and 7. Ball at the 18. They're in Poole's field goal range, but they need 6 here.
Correct. When you have that penalty, it changes everything that you have to do from a coordinator standpoint offensively. You get the mindset that you're close, you get your goal line plays ready, then you get that personal foul, and now it resets everything. Millionaires have a 3rd and 7.
In motion is Harden. And now we got 2 people in motion at the same time, and Williamsport's going to have to call a timeout as there was some confusion.
Smart move.
Hey, let's take a break. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the 3rd. We'll be back.
With all the great vehicles out there to drive, Lyle's not always going to be in a Bronco. But when he does want a Bronco, he knows to go to blazealexander.com. With over 20 locations across Pennsylvania and thousands of cars to choose from, blazealexander.com is your one place to shop for both sales and service. So let Lyle help you fetch your next vehicle, only at blazealexander.com.
Got mine, get yours.
All right, we're back here to Harmon Guy Stadium. Thanks for spending your Friday night here at WebbWeeklyLive.com, powered by PA Sports Live. Also, the Hazelton Area School District YouTube page. Ball alongside my tag team partner, Rich Salone, is taking you every step of the way. Cougars up by 14. Millionaires driving. 3rd and 7, 3:45 to go in the 3rd. And Whaley, chest high snap, back to pass, deep drop, under pressure, flushed out. Whaley turning on the speed from the 20 to 15 to 10, and he is tapped out of bounds by Mattias. And he's going to be close to a 1st down, coach.
He's got it.
And they got a hold on the play.
Now it's going to come back. Now Williamsport shooting themselves in the foot with 2 costly penalties.
Lyrique Burks has his hands open. He's not happy about it at all. I did not see it.
You guys, we were both, honestly, I was looking to see if he's going to pick up the 1st down, so I didn't see it either.
And that is it's going to be 3rd and long now. Ball back to the 32-yard line.
Well, as this drive extends and the clock continues to run, being down 2 scores, as you mentioned earlier, it sort of negates Connor Poole's activity in terms of kicking a field goal.
Millionaires going 4 wide now. Burks the lone setback as Whaley operates again from the gun. 3rd down, 21. at the Cougar 32. George back to pass, backpedaling, throws to the corner, and Dixon got his feet tangled up.
That's twice Williamsport receivers have either tripped or slipped and tripped.
And we were down on the field, Coach. It's in excellent condition. No water, no nothing.
Belt was fine.
So now 4th down.
I believe Ja'Kiah Klein earlier in the game lost his footing, and he was wide open for a score, and that would have been a completion as well.
Loyalsock and Troy in a tough game. 29-28, Troy leads. Jersey Shore over Canton also. And it's going to be 4th down and 21. And Hazelton area is going to call a timeout here.
I don't think Coach Bookman's happy with the personnel and or the call. He's having a little chat with the coordinator and a couple players.
They'll use their first timeout. We'll take a break also. 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty on every new car that you buy. Even after it's yours, we still take care of it like it's one of ours.
Brian, after 11 years, you're still washing my car.
For the last 80 years, we've worked hard to serve our community. We've added more and more dealerships to fulfill your needs. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Mazda, or Chevy, knowing you have a peace of mind with our free lifetime warranty, you're covered forever. With every new vehicle, Murray Motors gives you a free lifetime warranty. That's a real deal.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service.
All right, we're back here. 4th and 21 for the Millionaires. Deep drop by Whaley. Whaley flushed out to the right. Running around and trying to get the ball off, and down he goes. And it's going to be a turnover on downs as they had the ball at the 6-yard line, and Hazleton will take over at the 43. Not a good drive.
Now, John Valdez did a nice job of being able to clean up and make the tackle because Hazleton did a wonderful job of keeping Whaley contained.
So Hazleton will take over with 3:22 to go in the 3rd quarter, up 28-14, and looking for more. Wolf up the middle.
And we'll see now if Hazleton chooses to rely a little bit more on the run game and choose some clock with a 2-touchdown advantage as we head inside of 3 minutes in this 3rd quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach. I mean, Tyler Wolf has been lights out. I mean, he's been throwing darts all over the field. When they needed big plays, I mean, he's had receivers open in the secondary, and he's fitting the ball in very tight spaces.
Well, he doesn't have those big numbers on accident. Good football player.
Here comes Mattias, and down he goes.
Ja'Kiah Klein with a nice open field tackle on Mattias, nowhere to go.
3rd down and long. See if the Millionaire defense can hold again. You know, and Ja'Kiah, we talked about earlier in the week, had some dental surgery. Didn't know if he was going to play, Coach.
Correct.
And, I mean, the kid's out there, and I'm sure he's in pain. We've all had it, and it's not something that's pleasant, but hats off to Ja'Kiah. He's as tough as they come, whether it's on the football field or on the basketball court.
And the seniors had himself a fine season for the Millionaires.
Hazelton going 4 wide now, trips to the top of your screen.
We've got a new corner in Bradshaw for the Millionaires. Let's see if Hazelton attacks him.
Wolf Back to pass, throws, passes, caught. Shamani at midfield. Shamani across the 45 and down to the 43, and that'll be a Cougar first down.
A nice spot pattern, right on the money, as you mentioned earlier. Tyler Wolf hasn't missed. When he's missed, he hasn't missed by much. He's been on the money for the majority of the evening. He's as advertised.
Yeah, he's good. First down for the Cougars. Chews up some more to clock. 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Once again, same formation. 3 wide to the top of your screen. Shamani to the bottom of your screen. They got single coverage there, and I think they were going to take a shot there, coaches. Somebody was a little anxious to get off the ball. Ball back to midfield now with 1:18 to go in the third quarter. Clock will start. Cougars at a 1st and 15. And now the whistle blows again.
Got to reset the football. They were off by a yard.
Some fans out here yelling 5 yards, not 6. Gotta love it. Wolf back to pass. Shamani on that deep pattern, and Slaughter impeded his progress as Ja'Kiah Klein just laid the boom on Tyler Wolf.
He did. What a quick first step. And some of his pass rush moves that he's showing off tonight are wonderful for a high school player. He put a quick inside move on the tackle and was by him before he could blink, and definitely affected Wolf's throw.
Second down and 15 now. Last minute of play here in the third quarter. And now they have Casadas at the bottom of the screen being guarded by Harden. Diamond formation to the top. We've seen this play a couple times. Wolf this time up the middle, weaving his way for about 3 yards. Tackled by number 1. Excuse me, that was Bookman, number 1, the ball carrier.
There was a big sea of humanity there.
I thought it was 14. I couldn't see it in there.
I thought we were going to get another scrum. It started, but it stopped quickly.
Last 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
Hazleton will have to snap the ball.
Wolf back to pass. Steps up, looks, throws, passes, incomplete and almost intercepted by Slaughter.
He put the ball right on the money, but Slaughter had excellent coverage. He gets up limping a bit. And another Millionaire, can't tell who it is on one knee at the 45-yard line. Looks like he's holding a wrist.
Looks like Burks. Looks like it was 44 as he's walking away now. Oh, you're all down there. Okay. Oh, right over here. This is 45. I'm sorry. I couldn't see. I was looking at the other 45.
That's all right. Narik's over there. It's not him. You can't really see the numbers because the player's hunched over on the knee. We'll hope he's okay. Boy, that was excellent coverage Yazir had.
It'll be 4th down, injury timeout. Let's take a break. 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your road trip exploits during Jeep Adventure Days. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks during Power Days. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equal satisfaction.
King Kong is the best drink.
All right, we are back. That was number 66 being helped off the field for
Joshua
Williamsport.
Lake, senior.
And the Cougars will kick it away here. Matt Casadas back in punt formation. And he'll kick it high. Not much rotation on that, and that takes a Cougar roll. And that is going to be downed by Alex Pongrazzi.
I believe first time we've called Alex's name tonight. And a good play for the Cougars is they are going to pin Williamsport back. That's going to be it for the third, Paul.
Yeah, we're going to walk 99 yards the other way again. Let's take another 30-second break. We'll be back. Fourth quarter coming up. Cougars by 14.
King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink. King Kong.
Oh man, great energy. King Kong energy
the best drink you can drink.
If you want the energy, King Kong energy drink is the one you're going to have to choose.
Is the best drink you can drink. It is the best drink you can drink.
King Kong it with Big Snoop Deal Double G.
King Kongin. Look at this. Family just got a whole order of King Kongin, like 5 or 6 cases. My mom loves it. My dad loves it. The whole family, all ages. King Kongin energy drink keeps you going all day.
All right, we are back here at Harmon Guy Stadium. 3 quarters in the books. Paul Bowl, the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, Cougars up by 14. Third quarter belonged mostly to the Cougars. So did the first quarter. So will the fourth quarter now belong to Williamsport?
Well, we'll see. It's going back and forth. But did you ever get that nervous, you're up, you're winning, but you still don't feel like you got the game salted away type of feeling?
Do you remember I'm a Dolphins fan? So I go through that every Sunday. Ask my wife.
Well, I apologize for
or
that.
my mother-in-law, or either of my kids. And I don't know what formation that was right there, but there's a flag, and I don't think there was enough people on the line of scrimmage, to be honest with you.
Well, it's not a legal one, that's for sure. And this is the last thing Coach Pearson wants to have happening here.
And Williamson was in a quarterback for that series, and now he's out. Well, you're pinned back here. Whaley hasn't had that much time to throw, but you've got speed to burn at wideout. And more confusion here for the Millionaires. See if they take a shot with Jakaya here. And they do. Klein catches it at the 5, sidesteps a man, straight ahead, puts his head down, burrows his way out to about the 10-yard line, maybe the 11.
And it's going to bring a second and very short up. And just like that, voila, you're out of the hole. And that goes back to what I was saying a little bit earlier about that uneasy feeling with Williamsport's big play and ability and able to strike in one play. There you go.
I'll take things you see at a football game for 100, Coach, and I just see a walking, blow-up Dolphin.
Oh, maybe they heard you.
First down and 10. They're going to they gave him the first down on that. And now trips to the bottom of your screen. Whaley from the shotgun. Empty backfield. Sidesteps the first man, but down he goes.
Very well played by Hazelton. Try to get a number. It may have been 59, Robert Anderson.
It's going to be second down and 12 now. He lost 2 yards on the play. And Williamsport again behind the sticks. Familiar saying. But the Millionaires fighting here. 10 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Clock moving. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. And Whaley back to pass. Pass is caught by Harden. Harden trying to get to the corner. Stiff arms one man and makes a miss and runs out about the 20-yard line. They tried to get Jameer, just ran out of real estate there. He had the corner.
He did. And Hazelton, when they watched the film, the coaching point, their corner could have played that better. Should have kept his outside free to force. You always want to force that receiver back to the inside where pursuit's coming towards you to make the tackle. Once you give these athletes the corner,
as we saw with Kundrat in the first play of the third quarter.
Correct. You're gonna give up some big gains.
They're going trips to the top of your screen here. At the bottom of your screen is Holt. He has 4 receptions for the ball game. And Whaley back to pass, throws, pass incomplete, intended for Harden again.
But Jameer ran with it before he caught it in that play. And that hurt because he had some real estate. There was a
Yes,
real
he did.
good
That would have been a
chance-
first down.
Correct. There was a very good chance he would have gotten the first down and maybe a little bit more. Don't know about a touchdown, but it would have been at least a first down.
And Williamsport's going to have to punt it away with 10:25 to go as the clock is not going to be their friend here. And Hazleton's going to get the ball in good field position again. Matt Bookman at the 50. Matthew Casadas also at the 50, back deep. And Williamsport's coming out here. Where's Poole's late getting on the field?
We kind of do need the punter to punt.
Oh, and that was almost blocked. Takes a Williamsport bounce. Casadas at the 45, trying to get to the wall. The 50, 45, 40, down the sidelines. Flags fly, and that's coming back.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a block on a defenseless player.
And number 22 for Williamsport is slow there.
Yeah, Devin Harris, unfortunately, the recipient of that block. It took the official a second or so to think about it.
I didn't think he was going to throw it. He waited an
did
extra
wait.
second,
Yep.
and he did throw it.
It wasn't an instant flag.
But penalties here in this game have really hurt both teams.
Correct.
You know, Hazleton would have had the ball at the 24-yard line, and now they're going to be back past midfield, it looks like. As that is a spot foul also, and we'll see where the block in the back took place. Probably about the 45, and well, they're gonna mark it at midfield. Well, ball's at midfield, Coach. 10 minutes to go in the game. See if the Cougars run the ball a couple times.
Well, at this point in time, the clock becomes your friend. You don't need points.
Should be coming this way, and they are. And a pitch to Bookman. Bookman gets the corner, turns it up 50, 40, and stays in bounds at the 34-yard line. 16-yard run by Matt Bookman, and another first down for the Cougars.
That will move the sticks and make the head coach, Bookman, happy. Former all-state player for the Cougars in his days here.
Matt, 10 carries now, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Also the youngest head coach in the history of the Hazleton program, which has had a fine tradition over the years.
Absolutely. Little shovel pass there and going nowhere.
Yeah, Dakota Hamilton
Connor
was
Kundrat
all over Connor Kundrat.
And we don't see that very often with Connor. You don't see him lose yards much. That's a rarity.
No, it was almost as if the light from the stadium eclipsed as Dakota had a hold of him before he even was able to take a step. Dakota's not small at 6'4", 255 pounds.
Second down and 15. Ball at the 39-yard line. 3 receivers set for the Cougars.
Coach Bookman's adjusting the play.
He's going to call a timeout here.
Now we got a false start before we can get the timeout.
And Hazleton's going to be pushed back 5 more.
Well, I'll guarantee you both coaching staffs are going to have chats and talk about how penalties can influence a football game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
just theoretically from a coaching standpoint, and you hear it at this time of the year, you want to be trending upwards with your play and your execution and trending downwards with your penalties and turnovers.
Cougars coming out, same formation now. Bookman this time on the right, and flags fly again. And Dennis Bookman not happy at all.
Well, he's got the timeout before the penalty. It's become a whistle fest here lately.
Well, let's take a break fest. We'll be back. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Fourth quarter. We'll be back to Harmon Geist.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. Find a Jeep for all your road trip exploits during Jeep Adventure Days. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks during Power Days. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser Brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equal satisfaction.
Fastman's Speed, Agility, and Quickness Camp. This is where we get it done. Improving everybody's quick turnover, everybody's agility, everybody in transition with sprints. All ages, all sports. You want it, we got it. Come to Fastmass.
All right, welcome back here. 2nd down and 20. And Wolf rolling out to his right, rolling, and down he goes right into Ja'Kiah Klein as he ran right into him.
He did. Ja'Kiah's had a fine defensive football game this evening for the Millionaires.
And now
pressuring Wolf and or sacking him.
Yeah, Coach, now the Cougars going the wrong direction. As it's going to be 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and 30. .737, 7:36. Wolf barking the signals. Taking some time off the clock.
Smart.
Wolf back to pass, throws, pass is caught. That is Casadas trying to outrun a man at the 40 and down to the 35-yard line, down to the original line of scrimmage.
Correct.
20-yard gain.
Hazleton right back over the football with the 4th and 10.
They got Shimani with single coverage up top there. We'll see if they take a shot. D-back way off him.
Exactly, so maybe a short look in as we just saw.
He looks like he's playing the middle of the field there. He might be able to get him deep. And Wolf. Shimani runs over the middle and incomplete.
Williamsport was up to it. They buzzed, what's called buzzing, one of their safeties down to take that slant away, which is where Wolf was looking initially. It caused them to go to a secondary receiver, hence an incompletion, and the Millionaires will take over.
I got an email from you last week that said buzz, buzz.
No,
we were talking about Wellsboro, the Hornets.
We were doing the Hornets game. And Wellsboro buzzed into South Williamsport.
Buzzed out with a goose egg.
Correct.
They could have used the real Green Hornet. Jersey Shore final. Iron Mike gives it this 23-0. Sealands Grove also beat Montoursville 21-7. And Whaley back to pass. Throws high as Klein uses all 6'4" of his frame to go up and catch that one. Still spinning and trying to get some yardage, but he's going to lose a play.
God, what an effort tonight from these receivers. That's at least the 3rd outstanding catch that we've seen by these young men tonight. They're extending their frame to make catches. So you said we did have a Jersey Shore final?
23-0. Yep.
Well, that might be Jersey Shore's first non-mercy rule win of the season.
They've been shutting everybody out. Whaley back to pass, has time, back pedals, pass complete to Klein. Klein at the 35, and down he goes again. Short gain on the play as Hazelton has everybody back, and the time just keeps ticking away. 5:37, 5:36.
Well played by Kayvon Minor. Surprise, surprise. Again, schematically well done by Hazleton. As you said, they're playing back deep and then rallying up to make the tackle. 3rd and 10 for Williamsport, as they will close out their first season under Coach Mike Pearson next week at home against the Tunkhannock Tigers.
3 wide for the Millionaires. Whaley from the gun, back to pass. Looking, deep drop, under pressure, flushed out. Steps up, throws back across the green. He has Burks at the 40, 45. First down and upended at the 47-yard line. Burks went back to his quarterback to help him out.
He did, and that's what George Whaley gives you, the ability to improvise.
Another Millionaire hurt. 52 holding his shoulder there.
And pick up a first down, and that is Maki Johnson.
And he's coming off. Might have a stinger there the way he's holding his shoulder. First down for the Millionaires, 4:35 to go.
And Hazelton's defensive line, I'm telling you, they're gonna have dreams about George Whaley running around.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. As Whaley back to pass throws. Pass is caught by Harden. Harden gets to the outside. Tries a little stutter step there, and
I think he saw that he wasn't going to be able to get the corner, and then tried to make something out of nothing, and ended up getting no gain. Maybe a slight gain or a slight loss, either way.
They're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I tell you, Sam Poro, number 70 for Hazleton, has been in the backfield chasing George Whaley on a consistent basis, and he's been oh so close 2 or 3 times to getting the sack, and he just can't get the grasp.
Coach Pearson's going to call a timeout. Let's keep it right here, Coach. The PA announcer's reading some scores. Did we say Dallas is losing?
Correct.
To Wilkes-Barre?
That's what it sounded like. We just caught the end of it. Crestwood, 49 points on the board with Berwick tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Crestwood played here 2 weeks ago and really handed it to the Cougars here. Crestwood has a really nice squad this year.
No, what I heard was large and in charge.
Yep, big running back.
Big offensive line.
Yep. A lot of big eaters. Second down and 10 here for the Millionaires at the 47-yard line. They got to get a score quick here. 3:47 to go. Whaley rolling to his left. Stops, throws across his body. That ball is going to be picked off. Matt Bookman again.
That's his second of the evening. A little bit different interception this time, as he had to wait for the ball to come down.
But George threw that off his back foot.
He
would want to have that one back.
Well, he was pressured again to do so. But at this point, you're going to have to try and make a play with 3:39 left to go in the ball game and down 2 scores. But one thing that was very apparent about Matthew Bookman, he's very rarely out of place.
Yeah, he's shaking up on the play. He's holding his ribs and his wrist as he hit that turf hard.
Well, he had his ankle earlier, correct?
Yep.
And now maybe had some of the wind knocked out of him.
3:39 to go. Cougars take over, 14-point lead. Wolf hands it off. Around the end he goes.
Kundrat smacked out of bounds by Narik Burks.
And Connor Kundrat was the player last year. Hazleton was playing Williamsport in that driving rainstorm, and Williamsport had them pinned back, and they threw a screen pass to Kundrat. It was 3rd and a country mile, and he fought for the first down. And like I said, he's one of the unsung heroes on this team.
He is.
You know, you hear so much about, Matt Bookman and Shimani and Casadas, who are all great players in Title, but Connor Kundrat, I'll tell you what, is a real tough ball player. But, Hazelton's skill positions are unbelievable all over the ball. Kundrat again.
A hard inside run, power run off a trap. And I think Coach Bookman here is looking to obviously not turn the ball over, 1, and 2, run the clock, not give Williamsport another possession.
Yeah, 3rd down and 2, and Hazelton next week will be home against the Bulldogs to close out their season. So we'll have to check the scores and see if they moved up at all in the standings. And, they're going to have to win their last 2 games, and we talked about need some help to get that home playoff game.
Correct.
This year there's a big difference in the playoff seedings.
And Berwick another one of those SMH teams. You shake your head. You don't, 1 week, you don't know what team you're going to get from them.
Up the middle again goes Kundrat. Carrying defenders with him out close to midfield.
I mean, you know Berwick's going to show up and play. That's a given. But they've been up and down, inconsistent season under their first-year coach, Mike Bennett, former player for the Dogs under the legend George Curry.
First down at the 49-yard line for the Cougars. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go, and Cougars looking to put a bow on this one. Wolf taking all the time off the play clock. And a handoff, Kundrat again. Down to shoot he goes, right into the middle of the line.
Yeah, that was a power play to go to the left. And Connor saw something different, broke it back to the right.
You know what I'm surprised we haven't seen tonight, Coach? By either team?
What's that?
A counter give. Maybe we'll see one by the end of the game.
Maybe we will.
I don't know. 128, 127 to go. Hey, before we sign off here, we're going to give some thank yous out also. Thanks to the Hazelton Area School District for their hospitality here and really setting Cam up here. Thanks to Damien and Bobby Mahalik who came down here and made this all run. Thanks to everybody here in the crew. Cam for keeping us legal here. Producer of the year. WebbWeekly, PA Sports Live. The Hazelton Area School District. Tony Birch on stats doing a great game. Our camera crew also doing a great game, having a great game. It's going to be third down now in the last 50 seconds to go in this one. Coach, and we got to pick a player of the game also.
Well,
we can't do it yet. Don't spoil it.
Well, we won't spoil it.
We'll let you fester for a little bit.
I've unfestered. I already know who it is in my mind.
Well, I'm giving you the honors tonight. Even though this is my homecoming game, you get the honors of picking the player. I hope everybody enjoyed listening. It was an absolute pleasure, like I said, to take you guys every step of the way. Cougars are going to win this one. Last 20 seconds to go, and Bookman carries the ball. And down inside the 35-yard line, and that's going to just about do it.
Another tackle by Ja'Kai Klein. And boy, that young man played his heart out tonight. We know he wasn't 100%. Williamsport, absolutely, positively nothing to be ashamed of.
Got some scores coming in from around the area. Dallas lost 35-7 to Wilkes-Barre. Wow, Muncie 48-21 in the fourth quarter. Crestwood over Berwick 49-21. Tawanda 34. Tunkhannock nothing. Tunkhannock will be playing Williamsport next week. And we're still waiting for that sock game to go final, but not yet. So let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back to wrap it up from here, and we will put a bow on it. We will see you next week.
When you want the best, go to the best. Fairfield Auto Group has been giving you the best deals, service, and experience since 1986. Whether you visit their original Ford and Volkswagen store in Montoursville, their second Ford dealership in Williamsport, or their Chevy stores in Lewisburg and Montgomery, you'll be sure to find it at Fairfield. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Welcome to another season of Friday Night Lights. Come see us at Park Pizza here in Williamsport, our original location, or inside the Gamble Farm Inn in Jersey Shore.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Harmon Guy Stadium. A final score to Cougars 28, Williamsport Millionaires 14. Coach, a really, really good game. Two tough teams. Hazelton clinches a playoff spot. For Williamsport, we got some stats here before we close it out. George Whaley, 14-20, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, both by Matt Bookman. Slaughter had 2 touchdown catches. Alonzo Rice, 2 sacks. Ja'Kiah Klein also had a sack and really played well on defense for the Millionaires. For Hazleton, Tyler Wolf, 13 of 25 for 204 yards. He also added a run for a touchdown. Matt Bookman, 9 carries, 54 yards, and 2 interceptions, had a touchdown run. And Connor Kundrat had a really fine game. Shamani, 101 yards on 6 catches. And for the Cougars, they really spread the ball around tonight, Coach. But I'm going to give you the pleasure of taking the player of the game, and I will comment on it a little bit after you make the player.
Well, anytime you get in a situation where there's so many athletes on the field and so many players make so many plays, to me it came down to 2 players, to us I should say. Matthew Bookman, number 1, the senior running back, do all on both sides of the ball. But tonight, I think Connor Kundrat made the difference. In a couple of big plays when Hazleton had to have it, he came through, and he had himself a nice ball game, really, and also made a couple plays defensively. So that's going to be my suggestion.
Coach, Connor Kundrat, a 57-yard touchdown run to start the third quarter, breaks up a 14-14 game. Connor Kundrat again, a 4th and 19 touchdown reception in the corner of the end zone, salts the game away. He had both touchdowns in the second half for the Cougars. He is our WebbWeekly Live, PA Sports Live player of the game, Hazelton Area School District player of the game here. And that'll do it from here. Hazelton clinches a playoff spot.
And now, no rest for the weary for the Cougars. They got to turn right around now and play a Berwick team, which is going to be smarting from their game tonight. I don't think it's their best effort. And and how about Wilkes-Barre area?
Yeah, they put a hurting on and Wilkes-Barre area is in the 6A thing. They were the 8th seed.
Yep.
So now Williamsport might be mathematically eliminated now. I'm not sure until we see the standings tomorrow. But for us next week, we will be somewhere. We will either be at Williamsport for Williamsport Tunkhannock, or we will be at the Bridge game.
Correct.
For Loyalsock and Montoursville.
And we did not get a final from that Loyalsock game.
No, I asked Iron Mike. He still says it's 36-35 in the fourth. He has not seen an update yet.
That's been a fourth quarter forever. Maybe the lights went out up there again.
Well, that's up in the northern tier there, and I know I took one ride with Jim Webb up there. Up to Troy, and we were going to Mansfield. You were with us, and we just kept driving and driving and driving. But we did make it back to Williamsport in like 30 minutes.
Well, I spent my first 7 years up there, was their head coach for 1 year, so it's an interesting place. Good place. They got a great football team, but sometimes the stadium isn't always up to date. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, like I said, once again, thank you to the Hazelton Area School District. Thank you to Damien, Bobby Mahalik, Freddie Barletta for giving us always a warm welcome here. When I come down the street to Hazelton, you guys travel from Williamsport, it's always a pleasure. It's a final score. Once again, Cougars 28, Millionaires 14. Till next week, I'm Paul Bowe. We'll see you later.